Hello everyone, welcome to the course of Engineering Graphics and Design. Myself Vimal Salot from LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today we will discuss the chapter Engineering Curve. In this chapter, you have to study different types of the curve. First type is conics. In conics, you have to study different methods to draw ellipse, parabola and hyperbola. Next type is cycloidal curve. In this category of curve, you have to study different methods to draw cycloid, epicycloid and hypocycloid. Next type is involute and then spiral. So now let us start with conics. Here in diagram one right circular cone is shown. It is known as a right circular cone because the shape of the base is circular and its axis is perpendicular to its base. That's why it is known as a right circular cone. If we cut this cone by cutting plane in different positions, different sections we will obtain. In general, these sections are known as conics like circle, ellipse, parabola and hyperbola position. So here it is conic right circular cone. You can see the position of the cutting plane. Cutting plane cuts all the generator of the cone and it is inclined with the axis of the cone. If we cut this cone in this position by a cutting plane and if smaller part is removed, then remaining section, you can see here in diagram, it is ellipse. Now let us change the position of the cutting plane. So here cutting plane is parallel to one of the generator of the cone. If we cut the cone in this position by a cutting plane and if smaller part is removed, then the remaining section, you can see here the shape is parabola. Now again let us change the position of the cutting plane. You can see what is the position of the cutting plane. Cutting plane is exactly parallel with the axis of the cone. It is axis of the cone and it is position of the cutting plane. So cutting plane is parallel to the axis of the cone. If in this position it is cut by a cutting plane and if smaller part is removed, then remaining section is hyperbola. Now the different methods to draw the ellipse are: first method is concentric circle method, then rectangle or oblong method, parallelogram method, arc of circle method, then 4 center method or rhombus method, and directrix focus method. Now let us start with the very first method, that is concentric circle method. See the given data. Draw an ellipse having major axis 120 mm and minor axis 80 mm using concentric circle method. We know that concentric circle means more than one circle having common center point. Here, the dimension of major axis, that is diameter of a larger circle, and dimension of minor axis, that is diameter of a smaller circle. So we are going to use two concentric circles to draw the given ellipse. First of all, let us draw two axes, major and minor axis AB and CD, mutually perpendicular to each other with given dimension. The intersecting point of both of these axes is a common center point to draw the ellipse. So now we keep that point as center and we will draw the inner circle of radius 40 mm. So it is inner circle radius 40 mm. Now with same center point we have to draw the outer circle of radius 60 mm. So diameter is 120 mm. So now we have two concentric circles. Now we have to divide both of these circles into numbers of equal parts. We have two choices. Either we can divide these circles into 8 numbers of equal parts, or we can divide these circles into 12 number of equal parts. If we divide these circles into 8 numbers of equal parts, then value of one segment is 45 degree, and if we divide these circles into 12 number of equal parts, then value of one division is 360 divided by 12, that is 30 degree. So let us now divide both of these circles into 12 number of equal parts having one segment of 30 degree, and write down the notations for outer circle and inner circle, that is division numbers. Now we have to obtain the points to draw the ellipse. Already we have 4 points, that is A, B, C and D, points of major axis and minor axis, and we have to got the remaining points. For that, now we consider the division numbers of outer circle. From each and every division number of outer circle, we have to draw the vertical lines. It is shown here how we have to draw the vertical lines. Now we have to consider the division numbers on inner circle, and from inner circle division we have to draw the horizontal line. Let us consider division number 1 of inner circle. So from division number 1 we have to draw the horizontal line in such a way that we will get the intersecting point with vertical line drawn from the division number 1 of outer circle. From each and every division of inner circle, we have to repeat the similar procedure. All the intersecting points are the required points of the ellipse. So these are the required points of the ellipse, and then we have to join all these points with smooth freehand curve. Once it becomes proper, then we have to make it thick or darker. One important point is that always the main diagram should be darker as compared to other construction lines. In diagram it is very clear the main diagram is ellipse and it is thick or darker as compared to other construction lines. Finally, write down the dimensions of major axis and minor axis. Thus, ellipse is completed by concentric circle method. Next method to draw the ellipse is rectangle method. See the given data. Draw an ellipse having major axis 120 mm and minor axis 80 mm using rectangle or oblong method. Here we are going to use one rectangle, and in this rectangle we will draw the required ellipse. We know that rectangle has two sides, one is longer side, another is shorter side. Dimension of major axis, that is dimension of the longer side, and dimension of minor axis, that is dimension of the shorter side of the rectangle. So in first step we will draw PQRS, the given rectangle, and we will mark A, B, C and D, major axis and minor axis. Intersecting point is point O. Now we have to consider AS segment and AO segment, that is half of the minor axis and half of the major axis. We have to divide both of these segments into numbers of equal division. If I divide AS into 3 parts, then I have to divide AO also in 3 parts. If I divide AS into 4 parts, then I have to divide AO also into 4 numbers of equal divisions. It depends on given dimension, how many parts we have to make. Here, half of minor axis, that is 40, and half of major axis is 60 mm. So it would be very convenient to divide them into 4 numbers of equal parts. So let us divide AS and AO part into 4 numbers of equal division and write down the division number 1, 2, 3, 4. Now consider point D of minor axis. We have to join this D point with division number 1, 2 and 3 of AS segment. Then consider point C of minor axis. Join point C with division number 1, 2 and 3 of AO part and extend them into same direction in such a way that we get the intersecting point with the respective lines, line T, like D1, D2 and D3. These intersecting points are the required points of the ellipse. Then we have to join all these points with smooth freehand curve. So one quarter part is completed. For next quarter we have to apply the same procedure. So consider now OB and BR and divide them into same 4 numbers of equal parts. Again consider D point Join D point with division number 1, 2 and 3. Then again consider point number C of minor axis. Join it with 1, 2 and 3 of segment OB and extend them into same direction till we get the intersecting point with respective lines. Mark all these intersecting points which are also required points of the ellipse and join them with smooth freehand curve. So half part of the ellipse is completed. Ellipse is a symmetrical curve. For remaining part of the ellipse, we have to apply this similar procedure and we get the remaining points, and when we join all these points, we will get the required curve. Finally, write down the dimensions of major axis and minor axis 120 and 80 mm. So it is ellipse by rectangle or oblong method. Next method to draw the ellipse is parallelogram method. See the given data. Draw a parallelogram of 120 mm and 80 mm long sides with included angle of 75 degrees. Inscribe an ellipse in it. So in first step, we have to draw the parallelogram PQRS with given dimension 120 and included angle 75 degree. Here instead of rectangle, we are using parallelogram to draw the given ellipse. Now remaining procedure is almost similar. We have to divide AS and AO part into 4 numbers of equal division. Then join D point with 1, 2, 3 division number of AS. Then join C point with 1, 2 and 3 division number of AO part and extend them into same direction till we get the intersecting point. Mark all these intersecting points. For next quarter, apply the same procedure for OB and BR and again join D point with the division number 1, 2, 3 of BR part and point number C we have to join with 1, 2, 3 division of OB part and extend them into same direction till we get the intersecting points. All these points are the required points of the ellipse. Draw the smooth curve passing through all these points. Now for remaining part, as we know it is symmetrical curve, so the distance of the respective points above major axis would be similar than below axis. So that same distance we can mark below major axis. So we will obtain the remaining points, and when we join them, we will get the required curve, that is ellipse. So we have drawn ellipse by concentric circle method, then rectangle or oblong method, and parallelogram method. Thank you very much for watching.